Hey guys, it's Leanne, creator of Sisterhood Live event, which is taking place April 19th to the 21st in Newport, Rhode Island. And we are doing a fun little interview series so you can kind of get to know all of the speakers. And so today we are talking with the fabulous Christina Drawdy, a brand and web geek, I think is what you like to go by, from She's a Geek. And I'm so excited to talk to you today. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi. So I'm just going to jump right in. Basically, tell us a little bit about your background, a little bit about yourself and your sort of journey through entrepreneur land thus far, as I like to call it, entrepreneur land.
Entrepreneur land. I love it. So I am a web designer, a web developer, and a graphic designer. So I don't do typical graphic design. I pretty much stick with branding aside from the graphics that go on the website. But I actually started out with web development and coding by hand because I started out before WordPress even existed. And funnily enough, I hated WordPress when it first came out, and now it's pretty much my obsession. And
yeah, I tried WordPress and I hate it.
I hated it when it first came out. And then now I've actually met Matt Mullenweg, so it's like, I'm sorry, Matt. At least I gave it another chance. So yeah, I started coding websites back in the late 90s, and I have been in love with it ever since. It is absolutely my passion. And even when my journey through entrepreneurship got rough and I hit some pretty low lows and I wanted to give up, and once I actually did give up, I made my way back and restarted and picked back up, and things have gotten better than ever once I really figured out how to really be authentic and bring myself and my little spunky, sassy personality in my green hair in my business and stop hiding who I am, because really that's what's important. People want to work with who you are.
Yeah, totally. And I one of the things I love about you is that you fully embrace your green hair and that you have really fully embraced yourself to create your brand and attract the people that are going to resonate with your brand. And I think that's like one of my most favorite things about you, I think. So we already kind of talked a little bit about, what it is that you do. Your passion is branding and web design and WordPress, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess a little bit farther than that, I would love to know what we should be expecting from you when you get up on that stage in April, what we're going to hear, a little snippet, a little teaser of what we're going to hear from you.
Well, when I get up on the stage, I'm going to try very, very hard not to pass out, first of all.
I think we're all in that same boat.
Once I get past the passing out part, I am going to try to talk about my journey as an entrepreneur and, where it started that long ago. A lot of people don't realize we're also stuck in Facebook and social media. And I saw a post recently that was about have you always used Facebook for your business? Well, I started my business before Facebook even existed. So no, I haven't always used Facebook for my business.
Yeah.
So people sometimes need to realize there are other ways, and there are actually many different ways you can be successful. And worrying about hitting the big, huge goals and the big monetary goals is not the way to have a long-term sustainable business plan. So I'm going to talk a little bit about, my journey and the ups and downs and where I started and figuring out what core values your business stands for. Because once you have your values and you know where your passion lies and what your business really stands for, that's when things really will come together.
Yeah, I love that. And you and I talked a little bit about I don't think we'll be able to recreate the sentence, but a little bit about you know, fully embracing yourself and creating a brand that is you and is authentically you, and kind of your journey through creating that, and
Absolutely.
how that's changed your business.
Absolutely. It was something along the lines of, let's see, when I stopped worrying about trying to be the brand that I thought other people wanted me to be, and actually branded for who I really am, that's when my business really took off exponentially.
Yes. And I love that. And I totally resonate with that, because I kind of did the same thing when I finally decided to make myself a pink logo, hot pink logo at that. And really was like, you know what, I don't care that my invoices are hot pink, and because they are, and they go to corporations. So I love that you are truly an embodiment of that.
Absolutely. So many people talk about figuring out who their ideal client is. And let me just tell you this, your ideal client is the person who wants to work with you exactly as you are.
Yes, exactly. Who you are and what you do. Exactly. You're so right. You're so right.
Stop trying to be somebody
else.
Think they want. Just be you.
Yeah.
The person that wants to work with you, that's your real ideal client.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I absolutely love that. So last question. I know it's a tough one, and it's kind of a tough one for everybody, but if you could name one person who's had a big impact on your life thus far, who would that be?
That is the toughest question.
I know, it's so hard.
So I'm going to pray that my kids never see this, because it might cause a war. But I'm going to say my oldest daughter, Taylor, because when I was pregnant with Taylor is when my business was born. And so I have her to thank for helping me discover my core values, which are wanting to stay home with my children and not send them to daycare, and also to empower other women to do the same.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, I love that. It's your daughter. That's so cute. All right. Well, thank you. I know. Don't tell the other kids. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you to pieces. I absolutely cannot wait to see the incredible talk you're going to deliver. I know it's going to be awesome and inspiring, and I cannot wait to see you take the stage in April.
I'm so excited.
I know, me too. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll see you in April.
Bye.